Go to lunch.
We trapping out next. That slow money ain't coming no fast. Go get money, then worry about after. Gotta go way up like Nas. Gotta recount big money like Apple. I've been on True Moon, ride no cap. I've been on my spaceship, no lack. Got a phone home like Wayne, what happens? Ooh, like Fable. Big guns like Buddy on Halo. Nigga like Moon Rock all day though. But I'm still too zony, they know. I been looking up flight out Cabo. Kush strong, same price as the Cardinal. And that hoe go beat like Barcode. Nigga, we ain't on time, K-Paso. Want me too high, but I'm still too fat. Nigga, fuck your list. I don't cross my mind, it don't feed my kids or affect my grind. Need an AP soon, cause I take my time. I don't need no help when I make my climb. Real billionaire boy, just respect my mind. When you bite me again, wanna check this time. When I drop C3 at your neck this time, nigga, I been on Moon, we trapping out Nas. That slow money ain't coming no fast. Go get money, then worry about after. Gotta go way up like Nas. Gotta recount big money like Apple. I've been on True Moon, ride no cap. I've been on my spaceship, no lack. Got a phone home like Wayne, what happened? Ooh, we trapping out Nas. That slow money ain't coming no fast. Go get money, then worry about after. Gotta go way up like Nas. Gotta recount big money like Apple. I've been on True Moon, ride no cap. I've been on my spaceship, no lack. Got a phone home like Wayne, what happened? Ooh.
Yes, sir. Still too spacey. Started that shit, don't forget that. Took y'all to y'all spaceship, man, before y'all knew y'all wanted to leave Earth and shit. You geek like Fable, but I'm still too zombie, they know. Nigga like Moon Rock all day, though.
Go play that NASA by T. Chapman. Welcome to the first episode of season 2. We got Trayce Chapman. What's up, man?
What's the motherfucking word?
How you been?
I've been good. I've been cooking. How you?
I'm good, man. Just trying to start something for the city, something that's different.
Yeah, this dope. This
yeah,
dope, you know?
I had this planned out for like 3 years.
Dope.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy. Like I said, we had a conversation, and I'm an artist, obviously, so I'll be having a bunch of shit. I get busy, and then I was like, shit, I didn't get back with Lil Booth, man. I got to, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Let them see the hoodie, man. Like, let them know.
Yeah. So what I'm doing, what me and the guys are doing, we're dropping merch capsules, at every show. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not the homie like that, like if I don't know your mama, you got to buy this shit at the show, man. Like, we're trying to drive people to come to the shows and to buy the merch at the show. You know what I'm saying? So this was Welcome to Contraband 3 hoodie. I being a frequent traveler down south as a youngin', my mom and everybody, we used to take these long road trips, and when we'll be coming back, I'll wake up or try to wake up to see the Welcome to Colorful Colorado sign. Yeah. And so that's what this is, really. It's a rendition of that, Welcome to Contraband 3. Okay. It's a, little brick embroidery on the front of brick. I don't know if I'm using the right shit. I'm not the graphic guy. You got to holler at Vic for it. But it's some nice feeling shit, gang. I promise.
It's vinyl.
Yeah, vinyl. There you go, boo.
It's vinyl.
Yeah, I'm the rapper, man. I'm not yeah, man.
Nah, it's cool. Niggas don't really know. That's not like a common thing. Like, so when's your next show?
The next show, the next show is actually going to be in Los Angeles.
Okay.
In February. We don't have an exact date yet. We still waiting on a couple final details for a couple shows, really. So I don't have anything booked as of right now, but we got some stuff that's about to close on the booking side. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to get out of state more, Booth. We've done a lot out here. I haven't done it all. I've not done Fillmore or Red Rocks.
Damn. I thought you would have.
Yeah, I ain't did that. It's hard. It's hard to get in them. Them are two of the venues that, as a local artist, you got to really know somebody on the inside. We're talking like 5,000 cap venues. So I haven't done those, but I've done a ton, right? Like I've done selling out of shows and opening up for all type of, So what I'm saying is we're trying to take this show on the road for real. I think that's the last missing piece. So
I think the most important part is like elevation.
For sure.
Because if you just keep performing in the city, like, are people really going to care?
No, they're not. And then they can see you too often, too. Like, you can't be that available and think you're going to have, that popping of a brand, in my opinion.
You think being exclusive helped your music more?
Hell yeah.
Hell
Definitely.
yeah.
I don't, I haven't dropped a full length project since 2018.
True.
I will say that moving forward, my approach definitely won't be like that.
Yeah.
And all the time, it wasn't by design. You know what I'm saying? Like just being a starving artist and a young dad and shit. Like sometimes you just literally just don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To go record or I'm not gonna say, for people listening, I'm gonna say in my case, shit, I didn't have it sometime.
Yeah.
So I would be out of the studio for long periods of time. Like, well, I won't say out, but I wasn't in like put project out mode. Then COVID hit. So Exotic Birds came out in 18 and C3 gonna come out in 22.
You got the date for that yet or not?
Not yet. We have an idea in mind. We have a general ballpark. That first quarter of 2022. You'll have it. People will have it for sure.
No, that's real.
Yep.
Speaking of fatherhood, like, how you feel about that? Because I see you got 2 kids now.
Hell yeah, shit.
Yeah, we've been knowing each other since, like, high school.
I know, bro. Shit, it's live, bro. I love being a dad, man. My kids is active, bro.
Yeah.
My kids is active, man. But I love it, man. It's super dope. Obviously, like, my son played football. He had a great year this year. He had 6 touchdowns. He's going crazy. I coach him too. Like everybody that know me obviously know I love football. Like
if nobody knows, this nigga played football in high school.
Yeah, but I mean, it went beyond that too though. Like my love for the game like stuck around. So like I coach him. He's doing great. My daughter too. She's developing. She's 2, so she's younger. But shit, it made me hustle harder. It really does make you step up to the plate in like more ways than one. Like not even just financially or anything like that. Like as a person,
Yeah, like
so,
make you a better person all around.
Yeah, you feel me? I feel like they really made me step my shit up.
So like knowing yourself, what would you say the biggest attribute your kids took from you?
Ooh, that they took?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm not just a guy that can pop in on a few days, 1 or 2 days, or a weekend or something and feel like I'm doing something. That I mean, I don't judge anybody for they parenting arrangement, but for me, the amount of time that I have to spend with my kids, it takes away from events. You know what I'm saying? Like I know guys from Munchies and Mimosas, and my guy Blake that had an event. Like there's a lot of fun stuff that I don't go to because I'm handling business, and like every time, I'm not even that. It doesn't cause for an explanation to everybody all the time, because I would just be explaining the same shit all the time. But it's that is it. I would say probably is the ability in slight, I guess, to party, because my passions and my music and my working ability and my ability to make money, none of that is hindered. I always have a situation for both my kids. If I have to perform or if I have anything music related, a merch release, I always have a situation, for that. But for partying, I had to step away from the scene a bit.
It's all right. Like you're not really missing nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
I know I'm not missing nothing. The thing of it is I like to support my homies' companies and my homies' brands, and I don't get to do that as much as I'd like to, due to me having it. I'm not gonna blame it on my kids, that's whack, but due to me handling business, outside of like the party and nightlife scene, I can't always support like I want, and that bothers me. Not seeing the same motherfuckers that we've been seeing since 7th grade, that don't bother me. I don't care.
It's like niggas never act like they seen you before.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I grew up with you.
Yeah, I'm not tripping on that part. But the support for my homies, in the service industries, is what I want to be able to do more freely that I don't always get to be able to do.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. My nigga Soul, he was on my head the other day. He's like, nigga, you dropped and then went out. Because I don't go out either. Niggas don't really know. Like, I don't step out. I be in the crib because I'm focused on whole different other shit. Like,
facts.
If it's not the money or if it's not this, it ain't nothing at this point. Because
facts.
For what?
Facts.
Like, I've been knowing niggas forever.
Yeah.
I seen niggas I went to elementary school with.
Yeah.
Like,
facts.
What's the point? I seen you at 2. I seen you at 4. I seen you at 24. Like,
and it's cool to it's cool to see people, go out and see people and be social. I think that's a necessary part of shit. But after a while, I'd be like, damn, my nigga, like I see you. I be seeing you niggas at every event.
True.
Like,
true.
Every event. And I love y'all, bro. But yeah.
Like, you gonna keep saying the same shit to me. Like, keep doing your shit, man.
Yeah,
like, you said that last weekend.
Or Trayce, hey, when you have a show, oh, hey, I actually have a show on this day.
Yeah.
Did you want to come?
Niggas is quiet.
But niggas will ask you when that next show is, bro. Hey, chat, when is the next show? Oh, did you really want to know? Because I'm already booked. I actually have a QR code. You can scan and buy a ticket right now.
Hey, niggas got to get that little, you got that little shit on the little cell phone? Like, you could just hold it up and it pulls up all your shit?
Yeah, that's a QR code.
That's what it is?
Yeah, that's a QR code. Yeah,
Okay.
I've created QR codes, but I have a QR code for my Linktree, which basically I pull my phone out and I say, hey, scan here, and it takes them right to everything. All my music on all platforms, merch, interviews, all that, you know. I also did this for BET when I was in a BET competition earlier this year.
Yeah, I was on that.
Yeah, I created a QR code for that, man, and we were that was what was pushing me through, you know, just taking that shit off of digital only and walking up on folks.
Did they ever let you know like how close you were or no?
Yeah, no, I made top 5. I
Okay.
made top 5 in the country, you know.
Yeah.
But it's a situation that like no excuses made, but I had COVID around the time of me, you know, getting on the BET shit.
Yeah.
And then I got my vaccine. You know, my vaccine gave me the same effects that COVID gave me, you know, honestly speaking. And so there was 3 days I was really sick. Like I had to go to the hospital. Like, and, you know, I ain't really tell nobody this shit or nothing. You know, I don't really care to, but COVID for me wasn't lost of taste, lost of smell. It was vomiting like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was throwing up. So like I couldn't keep shit down. So I had to, I really had to go sit in that motherfucker for like 3 days. And I feel like that killed my momentum on the BET competition. It did, because I wasn't foot traffic grinding. I wasn't digitally grinding. I was sick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm not saying I would have won the comp or nothing like that. I just think it could have ended better. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you might have.
Shit, man, fuck that. Actually, we would have won the comp.
Niggas would have won. Fuck that. We ain't being humble.
Denver was going hard. I'll never forget.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. For real.
Now the city support be good, but it's like that Dolph shit made me not like, if I ever blow, I'm probably moving.
Yeah, I'm nice. I'm moving whether I blow or not. But you know, definitely that dog shit. You know, it's bothersome a lot. Like, I do think though there's a certain level of accessibility that you just can't attach to yourself when you have certain things. You know, certain statuses, certain financial statuses. You know, and you should definitely be able to move around in your own city and do what you want.
Yeah.
You know, but the unfortunate reality, you know, in my opinion right now is that you can't.
No.
You just can't. Like, niggas hate like that. Like, niggas' hearts is sour for real, you know?
Yeah.
And you'd like to see the bosses, you know, in the game, I guess, move with more caution. I don't know if niggas gonna be mad at me for saying that or what, but you would like to see the guys, you know, the Nipseys, the Dolphs, you'd like to see them move in a way that's like, all right, yeah, damn, that's fitting for a boss, a OG. Like, he got hella niggas around him willing to, you know?
Yeah.
Just with those 2 killings, it just felt like, damn, like, not where was everybody at, you know, but damn, where was everybody at?
Yeah, like, where was niggas to have my niggas back?
You know, it's just bothersome, but you're right, though, you know?
I feel like the deaths of this year was kind of weird. It didn't feel real.
Yeah, no, it still didn't feel. It didn't feel real today. Demaryius Thomas just passed today. Rest in peace, DT, man.
Yeah.
That happened today before we came to do this podcast. Like, I ain't even planning on talking about it.
Damn.
Yeah.
I know you also had another one of your close friends pass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, my nigga Tanner. Rest in peace, Tanner. Tanner was a producer from Colorado Springs, if you're watching this, that reached out to me on multiple occasions, and he sent over beats. I ended up recording a song called Stories from Vegas, you know, which I really got to talk about, like, my shit I was doing on. And this song's not out, you know. It's on Contraband 3, you know, and he passed, you know, a few months back. So it just sucks because he doesn't really get to see what I'm gonna do with it. And the song itself is it's a special record because it samples Bobby Caldwell, What You Won't Do for Love, and that's, you know, that's one of my favorite joints. And I was trying to get that shit sampled by multiple guys, you know, and he was the one that like really was like, all right, and he sent it over to me, and he would always send me beats, you know, and we never even met in person, bro.
That's crazy.
You know, and that shit fucks me up, you know. We never, because he stayed in the Springs, I stayed down here, and I guess a part of me always was just like, oh well, you know, we'll get the link.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, you know, I'll see him.
Yeah.
You know, but shit, we didn't get to, and the record is super dope, man. Like, I can't wait to perform it. Like, I can't wait to play it or perform it or none of that. But yeah, man, he was always like excited as shit to like work. Like, I'd be looking back through our threads, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram and through iMessage too, and just looking at how many times he's sending me. He'll send me a month's worth of beats in a SoundCloud link. Hustling. You know what I'm saying? So his shit would look like March beats, Trayce, April beats, Trayce, May beats, Trayce. Oh. You feel me? Just shit for me to go through. And admittedly, so it would be overwhelming sometimes, but that's the shit you want, you know? Yeah. Somebody that's really working. So I had to give Tanner, man, his flowers on this shit, because that's my guy. We're going to do a video for the record, and it's one of my favorite too. Like, you know, even if he was still here and breathing and alive and with us, like, I'm not just saying it's one of my favorite records because he passed. Like, ask my bro Dave and all. Like, that's my shit. Like, the record itself by Bobby Caldwell is my shit. So the fact that he sampled it and we really did the song, like, you know, I'm gonna have to kill it whenever I perform it. You know? Yeah. Yeah. For sure. You gotta put him like. Have you ever like got his social media or anything like that? Yeah, no, we all over social media. That's yeah. You gotta put that shit like in the back or something when you perform. Rep my nigga right. Facts. So, you know, I've been a fan since shit high school. So what happened to June 303? Hey. Hell yeah, I'm glad we having I'm glad, gang, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad we having this conversation on this podcast. Man, look, bro. I was at the house. Nigga still live with his mom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was just regular guy. And I got a call, man, from one of the homies. Like, oh, shit. Bro, you got a song with Crit. You got a song with Big Crit. Oh. That bitch hard. Like, for real, that shit hard. Like, you on. I'm like, well, I am going to be on, bro, but this ain't going to be how. Because, like, that's not my song. Yeah. I don't have a song with Big Crit. Okay, cool. My bad, chap. All right. Yep. Bet. Woo. Yeah. Bro, good job, my nigga. Like, you going crazy. You got a song with Crit. It's another homie. I'm like, bro, I don't. Yeah. Hang up. I'm like, man, let me pull out my fucking magnifying glass, bro. Like, why? So I go on Google, and it's an artist named June that's from, I believe, I don't know if I could be wrong, but I believe he's from Memphis, maybe, I believe. Yeah. Because the producer, he worked with Teddy Walton, which I ended up, you know, working with Teddy Walton and shit. I believe they're both from Memphis. And I was like, bro, that day, nigga, I'm like, bro, I ain't never gonna put myself in position to be confused by nobody or nobody else again. You know, for real. That was low key a executive decision for my career at a young age. Like, for real shit. Like, nobody can confuse me no more for none of this shit. You know? Yeah, I ain't gonna cap though. June was hard. June was tight, man. But now you even got Larry June. But I mean, it could have worked because it could have worked. It could have worked. But I just didn't. I wanted to go with my own shit. Yeah. That's real though. Yeah. Cause I was like, man, I wonder what happened to that character. Like, he was like me knowing you. I'm like, that was a different nigga, because I feel like you was like in school. You was in a different zone. You was in a different state. You was tapping into some real nigga shit. When Tori watch this shit, he gonna laugh, because Tori be calling this shit student athlete rap. Like, he student athlete rap on God. He said I wasn't really rapping back then. I was student athlete rapping. That was June, in my opinion, right? Like, June was like I wasn't really ready to embrace like my entire truth and just ready to tell everybody, including my mama, my track coach, my dad, there was a lot of stock put in me as an athlete, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, people was really like, he's gonna make it, like, off that shit. Like, for real shit, I got to scholarly to the school I wanted to go to. Like, I was killing shit, like, in track. So to tell your family, like, bro, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, they like, what the fuck? I remember my mom. I love my mom to death, but I remember one time she asked me, like, so, like, are you going to school to be a rapper? I'm like, no. Like, I'm going to school and being a rapper. But I'm not going to school for being a rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she kind of pressed the shit out of me on that, bro. Dre Booth been on here already, right? Dre for me was an older cat. So Dre was in 2009. I was in 2010. Yeah. And I never forget, man, you know, hearing Dre Booth spit, you know, for that first time, because my niggas would always tell me about him. My niggas Matt and all the guys from 2009, you know, and they would also rap too. And this, I had never heard anybody that I knew like rap on a track, like rap on a song before at this time.
Yeah.
And man, bro, I remember, man, I was like, man, this nigga Booth is like such a creative. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was the biggest impact that it left on me, is I was like, bro, this nigga is really creative and like really different.
My nigga's different.
You know what I'm saying? And like that, but that whole class though, like the whole class of 09, I always tell them niggas when I see them, they get tired of me telling them. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real talk, them was my guys. That was musically, first of all, I was getting my head chewed off like every day, like sophomore, junior year, you know, like, but you had to. First of all, I was the only nigga battling. Everybody else was pussy. Everybody else was scared.
Niggas was not on that.
Niggas was scared to battle the older niggas. And I was like, bro, I'm battling these niggas, bro. What are y'all being scary for? Bro, I'm talking about, bro, there was times I was battling niggas in the whole hallway going, ooh. Yeah. Because I got chopped. Yeah. Because I got chopped, bro. Like, legitimately, bro. Like, I'm telling you.
It made you, like, go harder?
What? By the time senior year came, bro, I was gassing everybody.
On me. And
also, senior year, I was also plugged in with the teachers, man. I used to take my hall pass, man. Shout Mr. Cedillos. Cedillos, man. Gang, man. He used to really let me rock. Yeah. Feel me? I'll take that hall pass, bro. I'll be gone a half hour. Where you walk back in that bitch after a half hour, he don't even say nothing.
Yeah. He be like, fuck
nigga, first of all, you should be asking, bro, where the fuck have you been at, bro? Bro, you walk back in that bitch, he look like he be done seen one of his exes. And get right back to the lesson. You be like, yup.
He been giving fuck.
I'm telling you. And I used to be down there battling niggas. Yeah. You know? That's what I'll be down there doing.
The battle with his name is Jordan, but now he calls himself At Ease.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that battle.
It was like after, it was just random. Like, nigga, I literally walked out.
Hey, bro's killing it right now. Bro's killing it right now. He's eating. But I do not remember that battle, dude.
That's crazy.
And I'm mad that I don't.
That shit was like, you remember like when you left George and you had like the little like
exit out the senior lobby, or I exit out by the lunchroom? No.
The lobby, senior lobby.
Yeah.
Like right there.
Niggas used to battle right there all the time. Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, we was freshmen, and I'm like, bro, you bold, because you know my brother, he introduced me to everybody off bat. First day, he like, look, this my little sister. Yeah. Look out for her. And I was like telling him, like, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. You gonna get eaten. Like, do not do that. I've been watching this nigga eat niggas all week. Yeah, and you gonna come. And he didn't do that bad, but it was like, you ate him up and you didn't care for it. You just kind of was like, all right, nigga, like, see you next time. Like, after high school, like, what made you take music serious? Like, what was like the thing and you was like, I'm gonna do this? Like, full time, no play. I'm gonna put my all into it. Because I would say out the years, I watched you develop your sound.
Hell
you were definitely different in 2013 than right now.
Thank you. What made me make that decision? Usually, this probably would be a tough question to answer for an artist, because it's usually a buildup of wanting to be an artist for your whole life. For me, it was a combination of that, and then also one night I was with my nigga E-Dot. Shout out E-Dot, real H-Town nigga, real Rushwood nigga. I had to shout out Rushwood. He would want me to. But anyway, me and E-Dot were smoking gas, you know, like we did, like college guys do at night. And there was a rap battle going on. It was a taller guy, and it was a female. It was a woman out there, and she was battling and she was chewing his ass. Man, she was lighting his ass up, bro. Man, she was gassing his ass.
Eating his ass.
She was gassing his ass. And me and my nigga said, man, she walked by, she got done with the battle. We smoked, we got done with the blunt. We like, you're really tight. She's like, well, thanks. Like, my name is, you know, my name. I'm not going to say the names on here and shit. And she handed us a card and said, well, I record out of my dorm for $10 an hour.
Plug.
And this was literally like, this shit happened one night. And I remember, you know, I was still in college and broke, you know, so I would get money for food, and my mom, you know, my aunties or whatever would send me money and all this shit. Yeah. And shit, I remember my mom sent me like $50. And I was like, man, bro, I think I'm about to make sure I got enough to eat for like 2 days. And then I think I'm about to just spend the rest of that shit on the studio.
That's an executive decision, because in college, niggas be hungry.
Yeah, niggas be hungry as
it's
fuck,
hungry as fuck. I
And
used
so-
to. I ain't gonna count. I don't give a fuck. I used to steal from the Walmart in
Duh,
Sterling.
Stupid, duh.
Nigga,
Why would you not?
dummy hills of food and man.
You think I'm not hitting licks, nigga?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
poor?
what the fuck? Like,
But that that was a time that I recall me making a decision to be like, all right, you really do this shit. And then from there, I don't know what my dad had heard. But my dad bought me a Yamaha Blue mic with a USB connector to connect to my laptop.
real.
But my dad had been grooming me for music my whole life anyway. My dad bought me drum sets, pianos, karaoke machines. This is literally what, and my dad was singing in the house, like this is literally what he bred me to. This is what he wanted me to do.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think I just ended up asking him for the Yamaha mic.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Dad, like, let me get
Let's
this.
run that.
Yeah. And then I recorded myself on a program called Audacity.
Oh,
And
damn.
let me tell you, I had the fucking audacity to think I could engineer myself, and it sounded like a shit show. It sounded like a shit show, bro. But you needed those times to get confident, and you needed those times to late night in the dorm. You know,
Yeah.
when my roommate was away, you needed these times to fall in love with the shit, bro. Like to
Yeah.
the point where you can't fall out of love with the shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
them was the nights I really, was on
Yeah.
it. So it was one night, in college. This is why PV and Prairie View, like I didn't graduate from that college, but
Yeah. They
I
create a
found
lot
out
of-
what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life at that school. Ain't that why you go to college?
Yeah, to figure out what you want to be on.
I figured what the fuck I'm gonna do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Definitively.
Now, I'm pretty sure they going to want to know, but are you on the market? Like, what's up? Are you?
Yeah. Listen, ladies, listen. Bugs, you got some type of zoom in shit? For sure.
We
All right,
gonna
no
edit.
zoom in.
We
All
going
right.
to edit.
All right, ladies. Here's what I need. I need good credit. I need good credit from a woman. I need good personality from a woman. I need a woman that smokes za. I don't need a woman that. And if you smoke, and you're a woman and you call yourself having a crush on Trayce, you need to ask yourself a couple questions. What dispensary do I go to? Do they have gas for real? Am I a well-rounded person? Am I nice? Am I funny? Do I like sports? You don't even have to like sports, but don't shut me out when I talk about sports.
Okay.
I'm absolutely on the market. But also, too, the most important thing is that every woman that I meet is like, oh, well, I can handle you being a creative. I've talked to creatives before. And then you fuck with them, and then it's like, well, gang, you really ain't fuck with no niggas that was getting it like I was getting it, because
At all.
you're mad at me when I have a studio session that goes till 2 a.m. I thought that was normal. I thought that was fucking normal for creatives. So apparently you really haven't really fucked with no real creatives.
But you got to think, like, we're in a toxic era.
I
right?
don't give a motherfuck. I'm in an era where I need to make $5 million for my kids. And if I have a studio session until 5 and I can't call you for 4 hours and even tell you that, and even update you on that, I need you to just have some semblance of being okay, because you know that I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
Especially when I told you that, hey, I'm shooting a video tonight, right?
Yeah.
I'm recording a song, or I have a session tonight,
Yeah.
I've dealt with a whole lot up to this point of like pushback on normal shit that I've had to do just as a creative.
Yeah. Well,
I don't
that's
care how
whack.
fine you are. I really don't. Like, I really could absolutely care less about any of that. And if you're not giving me my piece to create, which I find that's really challenging with the women that I've encountered. I won't say the women of today's generation. I won't what is it? Generalize, even
Yeah.
though they would do that to me. I won't do that. I'll just say the women that I've met, they haven't been capable of really holding me down. So I'm not only am I on the market, I'm laying on the top of the goddamn roof with a lawn chair. So yes, a couple baddies fumbled. If you're watching this, C3 on the way.
Hey, and fuck y'all for fumbling the bag.
You probably honestly gonna be watching this if you lurk. You probably lurk if you've been watching the trajectory. But.
Hey, you think toxic is a trend, or you think that shit's like real?
No, I think toxic is most definitely real. I think toxic toxicity most definitely stems from how people were raised, right? I don't think you have to be raised in a 2-parent household to be a good person, but I think the person raising you has to have good values, good morals.
Like a good outlet to life.
Yeah, and a good outlook on life, you know? And I don't know if that happened with some of the men and women coming up, and not even just women. You feel me? Because it's niggas too that was raised by just a mom that may have had a bitter perspective because the dad left them too, you know? Males ain't excluded from that shit. But for me, obviously, I'm a man. I date women only, so that's been my experience, you know, is dealing with them and dealing with some of the ones I've dealt with. I mean, I'd say that the toxic shit, man, it's it can be consuming, man, and you got to get out of it, you know? You got to be the bigger person because that shit is not fly, but it is definitely trendy right now. It's what happens.
I feel like people, like, make jokes about it because they're comfortable.
No, I mean, not even comfortable. It's a part of pop culture. It's a part of pop culture. You have Summer Walker making albums about her ex-guy. You know what I mean? I'm a dead ass, though, and, like, we all knew what these songs were about. It's a part of pop culture right now to be toxic.
True. I would say who started it, to me, I mean, it's been a while, but who made it, like, a realization to me was Taylor Swift. Because I was like, this bitch get broken up with $365 million that one song.
Her breakup song? Got that?
All of them are breakup songs. Don't listen to all her biggest hits. All of them are about breaking up.
See, gang, I ain't really just bumped Taylor Swift like that. But
you gotta get on. Don't hesitate on
she
the white
sad?
music.
She be crying?
Nah, she be talking shit.
Bet.
She be talking her shit, but she just, it's Taylor Swift.
But you're right. Again, toxicity. Again, it's a thing that, I mean, we see in relationships.
Yeah.
We see, people like, oh, and people normalize it. And people normalize it. And they're like, oh, this is so funny. Look at this viral moment of this nigga acting crazy or this woman acting crazy. Or remember when I done seen some funny shit. Remember when the fucking shorty dropped out of the, like, 2 stories down and dropped on top of the car?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, that's toxic shit, gang.
Or when the shorty blew up the nigga car, she flew back.
Correct. But, like, it's what we consume right now, bro.
That's true.
And it's literally what is being consumed in social media, and I think it's being normalized. I'm not going to speak on none of my personal experiences with toxicity, but I've been through some shit that's changed me over these past 2 years or so.
For sure. Yeah. It goes through it. So, speaking of Twitter and social media, would you take the dinner with Jay-Z or would you take the money?
Yeah, listen. This isn't even close for me. I don't know what type of guy people think Jay-Z is.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if people think Jay-Z is a friendly, oh, hi. Bro, Jay-Z is a former dope dealer who used to do a lot of crazy shit. I don't know why people think he's that friendly to the point he's going to give you the game that he got to get wealth. Nigga, take the money.
Right.
Jay-Z's probably going to look at you and not... Jay-Z's not even made a slight about the fact that he don't want to remember you like that.
Yeah, that's true.
He's already at that point of his career. I'm on the come up still as a young artist. Jay-Z, unless your shit is really, well, my shit gonna be really hard. Hov gonna remember me. But if I were to meet him and try to talk to him and have a sit down at a dinner, you would probably have 3 words for me all night.
Yeah.
I'm taking the cash. Take
the cash, man. I had a couple people on here. They like, I would pay Jay-Z for the dinner and keep like, you can't. It's not gonna work like that.
And also, what if the dinner is literally just a dinner?
That's what I was thinking.
Are there any speculate, or is there any ramifications that he has to give you financial advice? Because so far, all I've heard is, do you want dinner with Jay-Z? And what if he literally says yes and only has dinner with you?
That's
my G. Like, there was no mention of financial literacy talk. All
true.
Niggas say is dinner with Jay-Z.
That's true. Because when do you really have dinner and talk about shit unless it's planned like that?
When I'm eating, bro, I'm eating, man. I'm not talking about no finances, gang. I'm not about to talk about no money. I'm eating, bro. I'm hungry. What? Dinner. That was a great question, though. But the fact that, and when I you know, when my aura is like this, it's about how popular this has become on social media,
Yeah.
right? You feel me? And how ridiculous it is. Like, why are y'all niggas, like, really, bro? Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
All right, so like, what's the biggest celebrity attention you got so far besides your shows? Because I mean,
biggest celebrity attention, I would say Rod Smith from the Broncos. I mean, that was dope. And he's the only one that I feel comfortable calling a celebrity because I've been in the room with a lot of rap niggas.
Yeah.
They got money and millions and clout and all this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them celebrities though. Those are my peers.
Yeah.
You know, so I wouldn't call them celebs. But I felt weird, low key, not answering like, oh, a Larry June or a, you know what I'm saying, a nigga like that. But those aren't celebrities to me. Those are hustlers that really made it out. And I'm a hustler that's gonna make it out too, you know?
Yeah.
So celebrities, I would say Rod Smith. I would say the wide receiver for the Broncos that I watched growing up. Literally, Rod Smith was our wide receiver growing up. That me and my big brother watch, you know? And I would say him saying to me personally, like him telling Trayce, like, yo, your music is tight. Because I performed at his house, obviously, twice. Through knowing his son, Rod Jr., through my bro Ronell, rest in peace, Ronell. I performed at his crib twice. That was a blessing, like a mug. And he told me I was tight. And Rod Smith is, again, he's the GOAT to me. And that moment I'll never forget. I got a picture with him and all that shit. I found out, man. Fanboy.
That shit's crazy. My story on meeting him is like a whole different other vibe.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I have these two twin cousins. They play football for Creek.
Who?
Their name's Khalil and Jalil. They play football. They used to play football, but they grew up with Rod.
Okay.
So like I would say like 5 Thanksgivings ago, we was just chilling. They was like, nigga, y'all want to go with the homeboy? We finna go Black Friday shopping. I'm like, cool. So nigga, we go on this like an hour ride. And I'm like, where the fuck we going? We get on this dirt road. We start going down there. Then we hit the pavement. And I'm like, nigga, why is there a gate? Like, why are we being let in? Why are the doors so fucking big? Like, heavy as shit. Yeah. So we go in there, and my brother start looking around. He's like, nigga, we at somebody's house. I'm like, I think so too, because who the fuck is this? Like, so we go down there, and he has a movie theater.
You're correct.
Yeah, so when we go in the movie theater, he's like, look, that little machine, pick any movie you want. New movie, anything. Yeah. So I'm like, nigga, who is this nigga? Yeah. I start looking, I see Bronco picture sign, football. Yeah. I see a fucking model of his house.
Yeah, he the greatest. He's the greatest wide receiver that we've ever had on the team.
This nigga was upstairs cooking Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
Yeah. And that shit slap. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really fuck with the yams with the pecans, you know what I'm saying? Change that. But besides that, it was slapping.
Yeah.
I give him that. Shout out to Rod Smith. Shout out to Rod Smith Jr.
Shout out Rod, bro.
My nigga Rod Jr. is actually a good friend of mine.
Rod Jr., man. Rod Jr. just always showed me love. Every time I talk to him, man. Shout out Rod Jr., man.
I ain't gonna lie. One person I do want to talk about, I want to get him on the show when he's available. Explain your relationship with my nigga KMA.
KMA.
He gotta put on
KMA,
chapstick.
I gotta put on chapstick to talk about this nigga. KMA. Kim as the architect, a different type of nigga. You gotta get your shit right. KMA, man. Man, where do I start? So I'm older than him. So when I got introduced to him, it was by all his homies, you know, Darwin and Jalen and, you know, everybody telling me, oh, he's tight. Like I'm telling you, because, again, I had the reputation at this time for being a battle rapper, you know what I'm saying, and like a guy that was doing shit. And everybody's just like, yo, he's tight, always gassing him up. And then he battled me. We battled, me and KMA battled.
I remember that.
My senior year. And I had on a No Sean Marino jersey. And I remember one of his bars was like, who the fuck wear a jersey to school? And then he grabbed my jersey. Ooh. And, you know, niggas was gassing. And niggas was like, oh, my God. But then, you know, me and KMA became way closer after that. You know, I was just the first battle. And then we actually started making music, you know. I moved back to Denver from Houston. And KMA was one of them first ones, man. One of the first guys that I tapped back in with like that. And, you know, we worked multiple jobs together. You know what I'm saying? And
That's The first one.
Real
Sorry.
talk. You know, my mental health when I first got back was not okay. I was very depressed. I was extremely depressed. And I used to go link with him, man, at the homie's house. We had a homie that had a house, and I'll go link with him, and we'll write and we'll create. We'll go to the studio. You know, we ended up building up our catalog, and you know, and then we got to the point where, you know, I realized he was a super talent.
Mm-hmm. Very.
You know, a super talent and not just like a regular talent. And
yeah.
With that, sometimes comes like we don't make as many songs as we used to.
Yeah.
But it's not because it's no weirdo shit.
Yeah.
But you gotta let a nigga have his own story.
You gotta just let
You gotta realize when a nigga is big enough to have his own story to tell. You gotta let him have that story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you just gotta let him have that. I'm always like, I was about to call him the other day. I put this on my kids, bro. I was about to call him the other day and ask him for a verse on Hard 10 and ask him for a remix.
Big brother Trayce.
Just so you know, I didn't tell you this yet, but
yeah.
literally just finna call. He's a special artist.
Yeah.
He's a lyricist. He can go get a big check, pub check, because he could write his pen better than 95% of the game. He's really tapped in with himself. So that's how I feel about him.
A couple more questions before we get out of here. The White Ice video. What made you do that shit?
I'm really a P. So I don't. I've tried the monogamy, but I found that my more natural state is living my motherfucking life.
Yeah.
And also there's a movie called The Mac. It's one of the greatest movies in black cinema history. And I felt that I needed to pay tribute to this. And that's what that first scene was about in White Ice.
Okay.
And I enjoy making that kind of music. I have a daughter and sisters and a mama, so they'll probably be mad at me. But I mean, this is the type of music that feels somewhat natural to me to make. You know, your player shit. I mean, your smooth shit. I mean, it's what I like to do, bro. You know. Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
And then I always wanted to ask. I feel like 4 a.m. by you would have been a bigger track than what it was. And that's how you know I really listen to you. Because 4 a.m. is a vibe. Like, I bet you if you re-release that, yeah. Yeah.
Damn, gang, you really be listening, huh?
I mean, I'm not no... Like, man. if I see some real shit, I'ma respect it. I think I always been real. I think I always been straightforward. I think I always never played games. So when I tell you that your music's good, I'm not trying to be on your dick.
A lot of motherfuckers tell me my music good. A lot of motherfuckers tell me my music good, but they're not doing catalog homework.
Yeah. No,
so
that's my shit.
Let me tell you. Man, thank you, first of all, for even being that in-depth of a fan.
Yeah. Because
4 a.m. definitely wasn't even a record. First of all, that was on Contraband 1.
Right.
You know, nor was it a record that even got that much love. And thank you for that.
I played that shit. I ain't gonna lie. This shit some fan shit. I played this shit like every day. I was like, this shit
I didn't know that. Cool. I didn't but the story behind that, Logic, the rapper Logic.
Yeah.
Producer collective called Rat Pack. And I stalked this nigga 6 every day. I'm not playing, bro. You can laugh. I'm not playing. I tweeted this nigga every day. I got money.
Yeah.
Can I buy beats?
Yeah.
For a month before he finally sent anything through.
That's crazy.
And when he did, he sent the Downfall. Oh, damn. Now the Downfall is Trayce's, like, Contraband 1's, like, signature song.
Yeah.
It's sampled. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
yeah.
Motherfuckers is in my comments. First of all, it's on SoundCloud. It got 50,000 plays. At that time, for me, that's career changing.
That is
right?
career changing. Yeah.
So this is what came, like, so when you tell me like 4 a.m. was your shit, this is everything I associate with that song, is the process I had to go through to get that beat.
Yeah.
And trust me, I did a lot of shit. Tweeting this nigga every day. Swag is out the window at this point.
Yeah.
I'm stalking you, nigga.
I'm on your head.
Send
Get
it or
the beats
send it.
now.
Because I'm going to gas your shit, bro. Send
Yeah.
it.
Hey, I'll just say, think about it, y'all.
And
y'all
4 a.m., I agree. I
Yeah.
don't think that it would be a big hit if I released it right now as it currently was. If I re-rapped on that beat, though, I think it'll be huge.
Or I think if you took a couple pieces.
That's 6-7 years ago. Lyrically and as an artist, I'm
You'd be on.
100 times better than I was. You know, at that point, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, before we get out here, shout out all your social medias. Let her know where you can find them.
Yeah, I'm Trayce Chapman on everything, man. At Trayce Chapman, in case they put a cool graphic. At Trayce Chapman, on everything. And Trayce Chapman on Spotify and YouTube and SoundCloud and all that.
And shout out to Bright Future Media.
Of course. Of course. Shout out. I can give you, I'll do a drop. Let me know. We'll do a drop. I'll do a vocal drop for you tonight, bro. So let me know.
But yeah, I respect that. So yeah, I was like, that was one of my tracks. That was like my favorite shit. I was like, this shit
Just very
hard.
surprised. I've never had a person tell me that in person.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Not even one.
But I fuck with this shit that's about to play on the outro.
Okay, bet.
This shit is some real shit. If y'all don't know, subscribe to my man on YouTube, everything. And
No, we're like, we really dead ass like rock stars, gang. On
yeah.
Go check the YouTube. Like, we're not doing no pull up and shoot guns in the camera music videos.
Nah, this shit real.
I've been treading waters, no boat. Show you how to cope with